the results are, if you see, 46% of the money in June 2010 is still on TV. Print, magazine, newspapers still more or less also make around that level. I asked where is mobile. He says, you see that small 2% of digital, somewhere you figure out mobile. I said, this is crazy. Just 2%. He says, this is just for South Africa. If you go to Nigeria, Kenya, you don't have such numbers at all. I was like, wow, this is interesting. At one point, we have such an amazing medium which has every feature which any advertiser marketer would need: reach, consumer engagement, targeting. I forgot about targeting. See, today, a lot of us, you can tell a lot about the person from the phone he carries. If I'm an iPhone or a BlackBerry user, I'm typically a geeky, highly professional mobile, versus if I'm using simple feature phone, this means I'm only related to simple phone call, making SMS, that's it. So you can do a lot of targeting and tell a lot about demography of a person's behavior from his mobile phone. The habit most of us do is that whenever we go, we sit on the chair, we take our mobile phone, keep it on the table. And from the mobile phone, I got my first impression, oh, this is the kind of guy, this is how I have to talk to him, this is the pitch I have to do. So you can do targeting, you can do reach is amazing, you can do user engagement, and you can really measure the money spent. But reality hits hard, there's hardly any mobile. The digital itself is just 2%, and I've been talking to a lot of folks from Google here, everywhere. It's very hard to move this thing. So what we did sometime in June is that we said, see, the problem statement is nobody has yet spoken about the consumers. What are the end consumers want? Do they want about the whole mobile as an opportunity to advertise? There are not enough best practices. We don't know what works, what does not work, and what is the global perspective of mobile advertising. So this is what we've carried out the first primary research with a lot of consumers in Africa and globally to figure out what do they think about mobile advertising. We ran this around 14 countries in 6 regions. In Africa, I think we got around 2,500 completes. And that's what I'm going to present the results of those research. So there are 3 models we did. First was, as I said, a primary research where we ran around this 2-minute question survey. The questionnaire was, I'll show you the questionnaire. It was something like, have you heard about mobile ad? Would you like to click on a mobile ad? What do you want? Did mobile ad introduce you to something new? What are the various click to actions you can do? Is it click to call, click to viral, as in promoting on a Facebook, or click to getting some content? Those are the kind of questions we ran through. In South Africa, in Africa per se, we ran it in South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya, which are the main markets. If you see in Africa, I think we got around 2,500 completes. Globally, we got around 20,000 completes. And we ran it in partnership with Comscore because they have this research, and they are one of the #1 agency to do research anywhere in the world. Second thing is that, as I said, we serve a lot of ads today globally. We touch around 115 countries, and this survey, what it is, because of this serving ads, we collect a lot of data about what phones people are using, what phones they're not using, what sites they are visiting, what sites they are not visiting. So we have all that data, which I'll also present today. And thirdly, as I said, today we have a global reach. We have executives right from US to Japan. So we did a kind of a qualitative interview with them, try to figure out what do they feel about various. So what we did is we mapped the whole mobile ecosystem to 8 different dimensions, and then we try to get some quality score and did it. With paucity of time, what I'll do is I'll just show you the results of the first and the second survey, and then we can discuss later on. Okay, so as I said, this is the our data which it shows, and I just want to give some data here. Okay, so if you see this, this is actually our August ad impressions, which means that how it shows that of all our data, APAC, which is Asia Pacific, 56% of our ad impressions are coming from this market. Countries like India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, a lot of people are using mobile internet in this part of the world. Second is, if you see, it is North America, but third is Africa, which means around 2.6 billion ad impressions are coming from Africa. Which means a lot of people are actually browsing internet on the mobile phone. If you look, the smartphone penetration of this total penetration, it is around 13% in APAC. And versus, if you see, it is almost 50% above in developed markets, which is quite understandable because Africa per se is more of, I can say, a dumb phone market. The Nokias and the Samsung of the world rule. There are no iPhones, there are hardly any iPhones, there are hardly any Android phones in this market. So let's delve a little further. And what we did is we try to map the whole the world according to the iPhone OS share. So if you see here, 64% of it is North America, understandable because it is iPhone, everything is here. And if you see Africa, somewhere is less than 1%. So that's the fine print. So which means only less than 1% of the people in Africa have an iPhone and they're using internet to browse on it. If you go to Android, there's no Africa at all. I think it's less than 1%, it's 0.03% is the data. Which means less than 0.03% Android phones are in Africa. You see Symbian OS. Africa is 19%. And so it is what I was saying before, that a lot of people actually use Nokias of this world. Let's go into Africa first. See, I'll come back to Kenya a little. Let's look at South Africa, which is a more developed market. Still, if you see Nokia and Samsung, pretty much captures the whole market share of 70%. 35% Nokia, 34% Samsung. In fact, our data shows that the handset which people use to browse internet is a Samsung E250. A pretty much dumb phone is what people are using to browse internet in South Africa. It's not the Android, it's not the Nokias, it's not the Androids or iPhones of the world, it's a simple Samsung E250. Let's come to Kenya. As expected, Nokia is the market share 50%. The other interesting part is the others thing here. If you see 32% of the handsets are the others handsets. And what are these handsets? These are of the types of BenQ, ZTE, Asus, Sangam, Chinese made phones. This is the kind of phones which are there in Kenya. So what it basically means for a lot of developers, we see a lot of people doing mobile apps and some geeks around iPhone OS. If you're looking at Africa as a market, you see 32% of them are very simple plain vanilla phones. They're not those big smartphones of the world. Having said that, our research also shows that when smartphones really grow in this market, it will not be the iPhone, but it will be the Android. I don't know if you know this stats, but last quarter, Android phones sold more than iPhone even in US. And when it comes to Africa, I said there is a phone with Android which is $150 and less in Kenya, which is close to I think 10,000 shillings, which is quite affordable. And Android being coming various different brands, like you have LG Android phone, Samsung, Sony Ericsson, I think so. So you have different brand manufacturers, you have different price points. So whenever smartphones become big, it will be Android phone and not the iPhone of the world. So what does it mean for me? It means for me, if I'm a mobile app developer, I have to start looking on making apps around Android phone, not the iPhone. If my market audience is Africa per se. Okay. Okay, so this is basically some of the results which we have collected, and if you want to get some more insights, you can go to our website www.inmobi/research. You can get this data, or we can just engage after the talk, and I can tell you a little bit more data about what phones, what handsets, what OSs are doing well on our network. And since we are the largest here, I think we represent the whole market of Africa. Now let's come into the more interesting result finding is what are the end consumers feel about mobile advertising in general. Okay, so as I was telling you, this is a questionnaire which we ran. We asked them questions like how comfortable are you with mobile advertising? Have you ever seen a mobile ad? What did the mobile ad do to you? Did it introduce you something new, help you save money, save cost? Then if you want to see a mobile ad, do you want to get a free app in return of that, or do you want to reduce your phone budget by 10%, or you want to personalize your ad so that a very personal ad comes to you? And what are the various click to actions do you want to say? A call, a search, a purchase, a viral, or get some free content. So this is a small questionnaire we ran. We got around 2,500 completes. Okay, so this is basically to understand a little bit about click to action. See what happens, what one of the handicaps in internet, I think so, and which is very much possible in the phone, is that you can have various click to actions. You see an ad, you click on it, you can get a call from a call center. We did this campaign for one of our automobile companies in India. When they launched a new car, what they did is they came up with this click to action. You see an ad, click on it, you get a call from the call center saying that you clicked on this ad, are you interested for a test drive? Something like that. So what we did is we took 4 brands across different verticals. There was a hotel brand, a movie release brand, a consumer electronics, a mobile phone, and an automotive brand. And we made different 5 ad creatives depending on these 5 different click to action. So what I mean basically is that suppose you have this share with friends. So if it's a hotel brand which they see an ad And the ad creative would be that if you recommend it to a friend, you get 15% off. This was the click to action. If it was a movie purchase, you share it with your friend or you share it with the trailer, you get something. Or if you come to the next thing, ad creative, make a call. So as I was telling you that you book a test drive today. So somebody sees an ad, clicks on it, he gets a call. If it's a movie release brand, you see a ticket. So what means is you see an ad that this new movie is releasing, you click to it, you get a call to get ticket. So these are the various 5 click to actions we had done across these 4 vertical brands. So these are the ad creatives which has gone to these consumers, and this is the result which we are trying to show here. Okay, so the best part. 69% of the Africans feel they are very, very comfortable with mobile advertising. Which means the consumers are much ahead than the brands, the agencies in this market about mobile advertising. They are much more receptive to it, but they are much more looking forward to it.